Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck. I'm still going through a whole bunch of Age of Extinction reviews, and today I thought we'd take a look at the Target exclusive 2-pack of Silver Knight Optimus Prime with Grimlock. The box. No, I'm kidding. Obviously I got the toy. I've made that joke before. Here's some art of Optimus in his Silver Knight design, and just turning it to the side, there's something I want to point out, and I'm going to have to adjust the camera, but this is 29 of 30. I did not know this was going to be part of the Thrilling 30 line, but here's the back. Basically, store exclusives are exclusive toys, duh, but it's an incentive to the retailers to pick up the rest of the line. So, the idea being that they'll have a special incentive to get customers into the store to shop there. Hasbro has to do it, Mattel has to do it. A lot of times it's the difference between a store carrying a line or not. But enough of that. Let's take a look at the stars of the show as we do a little adjustment. And I'm moving the camera in because they're not as big as the box. We have Dinobot Grimlock and Silver Knight Optimus Prime. I'm sure, as you all can tell, that Grimlock is a repaint of the Fall of Cybertron figure, while Optimus Prime is a repaint of the first Walmart exclusive, then released to full retail as a repaint, Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. As you can see, Silver Knight Prime comes with the sword. The sword is actually a re-release of a G1 Predacon sword. I do want to say Rampage. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Razor Claw. But if you've been following developments, we'll be seeing a lot of these G1 Predacon swords. Possibly even at BotCon. I just winked and none of you saw that, but whatever. Grimlock, of course, comes with his sword and shield. The only real difference is the shield does not have that little black paint wash around the front, so it looks just like a pure energy shield. You can store them on Grimlock by pegging them into what will be the robot shoulders, but here are the dino hips. I choose not to because this is a based on the G1 design, and G1 he didn't store the weapons. You really can't see much of the G1 aesthetic here unless you come around the back, and what will be the legs, you can see the paint job there. We'll get into that in robot mode. There is plenty of gold chrome, and of course the lighting up gimmick still works quite nicely. I have some movement there at the head. Silver Knight Optimus Prime, what can I say? It's chrome. Let me get the sword out of the way. Unfortunately, that's really the only place you can store the sword. I was kind of hoping for maybe an additional port or something so I can lay it flat, or a hole in the side so I can do crazy driver mode, but you can chop down low-flying planes. Anyway, chrome. Lots of chrome. Target's theme for their retailer exclusives is going to be based around the whole Silver Knight concept. So be on the lookout. There's a ConstructBot set with a silver Dino Rider. The Smash and Change is being done in silver. There's even going to be a silver version of the first edition Optimus Prime. So a lot of nice detailing, chrome paint. Some of the flames done in red. I don't mention it a lot, but if you go to my Instagram channel, it's ChuckDog1999, same as my YouTube channel. I did take a lot of photos of both, well, not a lot, but a few photos of Grimlock and Prime, and I had fun with some of their new filters and trying to bring out the shininess of the chrome and really pushing the whites and stuff. So, if you want to see more of it, but I mean, just right now with this light, you can see how it's reflecting back. So yeah, that's really all I can say about the Dino and Vehicle mode. We'll pause right here since I've already reviewed these figures on my channel, transform them, and we'll take a look at their robot modes. Okay, we're back. I just want to mention that the instructions that these figures come with aren't very good. In both cases, they do skip over some steps, so I do recommend looking up a review online, doesn't have to be mine, that shows the transformations. For Optimus Prime, they start off in robot mode and go to truck mode, but for Grimlock, they start in dinosaur mode and actually skip over a step about how to get the arms and shoulders out. Speaking of which, the joints on Grimlock are incredibly tight, tighter than I can actually remember. The forward and there's a soft ratchet forward and back, and then there is a tighter one, especially going down for the in and out shoulder movements. There are ratchets at the elbow, not as tight. Also, really tight are the knee joints. So tight that you oftentimes will run the risk of unclipping the legs here and then bending at the transformation joint instead of the proper knee. Hips and forward and back are basically standard. For Optimus Prime, really the only concern there is with the knees, but not too bad. And of course, the arms are double jointed, like on the original figure. One unfortunate thing that I've noticed with Optimus Prime is the hands. Well, the right hand can't hold the sword that well. First of all, on both hands, it's not going to go in. While it does fit, it's loose only to the point where it rotates in the hand. It's really not going to... Oh, it does fall out. On the left hand, though, it is a snugger fit. But, again, I've never known Optimus Prime to be a southpaw. But it's up to you and how you play with it. Really, it's only going to affect when you're posing the figure, if that's your thing. You might want to just be mindful of how the sword is and how it's positioned. Other than that, Optimus looks fantastic. They have some more painted red on the gray arms. There are these great blue highlights here in the legs to match the blue feet. I mean, it's just a gorgeous looking figure. It's unfortunate a lot of collectors aren't that big into chrome. I think it's great. I mean, obviously you have to be a little more careful, but hey, we're adults. Grimlock, I would say, is the one that a lot of people are going to be after, since it's pretty much the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock done in the G1 color scheme. And it matches very nicely with the red highlights here in the hips, those painted patterns I pointed out in dinosaur mode that are become the legs, and the abundance of the gold chrome and some nice chest work. The only downside, and it's really hard to say it's a downside, is if you remember on the original Fall of Cybertron figure, this was more of a translucent plastic, which allowed the Grimlock's fire breath gimmick to shine through. Here, it only illuminates the Autobot symbol and some of the holes here. Other than that, they're basically the same figure. Neither one is relatively difficult to transform, something that is highlighted on the back of the packaging. But yeah, that's about it. Can I recommend the set? Absolutely. You'll probably be picking up the set for Grimlock if you were never able to get a Fall of Cybertron version, but you'll be staying for the Optimus Prime because it's just a great looking figure, or vice versa. Who knows? I picked it up for Optimus Prime, and I really think this Grimlock figure is absolutely fantastic. So it's your old pal Chuck for Grimlock and Optimus Prime. We'll see you next time.